Where am I? Where am I? I've lost, like, all control over the situation.
Hello, and welcome to another Epic Friday. This week, we're playing a game called Zoeti, but before you get to watch me play the game, I would like to welcome anybody who's new here, and first of all explain that Epic Fridays is when we play whatever game is free on Epic Games that week on stream. So this obviously is from a previous stream in the past, so it's not the game that is free this week. If you're interested in watching whatever game is free this week, right now when you're watching this, Friday, 8 p.m.-ish, more or less, 9 p.m. CEST, Central European Time, on Twitch, YouTube, Kick, wherever you prefer to watch me. And yeah, you can come by, say hello. I'm also streaming same time, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, but that's other games. Right now, for example, as I'm recording this, I am playing Star Wars games, currently Star Wars The Old Republic, and then I'll move on to other Star Wars games because I'm playing a ton of them in chronological order. But anyway, enough of that, enough of the self-promo. Welcome to either your first video made by me or your first Epic Friday, I don't know, whatever it is. But yeah, Zoeti is what we're playing today, and I will now let you watch me play it and then talk a bit about it, so I hope you enjoy. Okay, let's start the game. Story mode, adventure mode, daily challenge. We're gonna go with the story mode. It is right now 20 past 22. Hopefully by 11 we have finished whatever goal we set out to complete. Select a character. Well, I only have one, so okay. Saintly Trial, a young member of the Arcana Church. Again, another church. Both games we've played today have the church in them. It's a churchy stream. Members of the Arcana Church set out on the pilgrimage to the Origin Temples in the hopes of rising through the ranks. Complete the trials of the two Astral Envoys Examiners and enter the Temple of the Coins and Temple of Scepters to be baptized. I'm going to be baptized, apparently. Oh, okay, I see. Okay. No? Okay. Long ago, there were two powerful goddesses. One was the virtuous goddess Zoeti, who presided over the motion of the sun, moon, and stars. The other was the evil goddess Nessus, who reigned over demonkind. One fateful day, war broke out between the two goddesses. In the end, the evil goddess was defeated, her body transformed into scarlet soulstone fragments. These evil soulstone fragments fell to the mortal world and attached themselves to the creatures that inhabited it, changing them into fiends. In moments, the mortal world became a hellish nightmare. Zoeti, grievously wounded in the battle with Nessus, converted her remaining strength into 22 rays of light. Very specific, 22. No more, no less. Which she scattered throughout the mortal world. Those who mastered the power of the stars granted by these rays became known as Astral Envoys. They waged war against the fiends, sealing them with astral energy. Okay, so far cosmic battle ends, cosmic battle continues on Earth. Alright. However, with the loss of its virtuous goddess, the mortal world gradually lost its piety. The power of the Astral Envoys was derived from faith in the goddess Zoeti. To ensure that the seal on the fiends would continue to hold, one Astral Envoy gathered the astral energy that had been scattered throughout the land and used it to create the four gods. That's a bit contradictory. You can't create gods. Gods are the ones who do the creating, but sure. Batons, god of passion and creation. The god of passion and creation was created. Baton, god of passion and creation, brandishing the scepter of fire. Cupes, the god of coping. God of inspiration and emotion. The god of coping. Holding the holy grail of water. The holy grail of copium. Epes, goddess of wisdom and conflict, wielding the sword of wind. And Daenerys, Targaryen, wielder of dragons. Daenerys, sorry, goddess of matter and harvest, bearing the coins of earth. Sure. She got dragons though. Imagine being a god of copium. I feel like that's what he is, right? Like, he's the god of inspiration and emotion. Copium is basically that. You feel inspired to not realize what's in front of you, and you feel a lot of high emotions when you're coping. So copium. Then he's got the holy grail of water. Like, clearly it's copium. Thus was Arcania born, a kingdom pious in its worship of Zoeti and the four gods. I see. Well, this seems ridiculous. So people aren't worshipping this god. Let me create 4 other gods for them to worship, so that they are somehow worshipping. I'm not gonna get philosophical and criticize them. It just seems very roundabout, weird solution to your problem. After many astral revolutions, astral revolutions. I don't know if you mean like revolutions inside the astral realms, as in astral beings are revolting against each other and fighting, or astral revolutions as in the sun, you know, revolving. Astral revolution. Again, could have explained it better, but hey, in the hopes of rising up through the ranks, a young member of Arcania has set out on a sacred pilgrimage to the 4 origin temples with the help of the guide. It's a darn furry. Burn it with fire. Sorry. Well, we're here. I'm not gonna do a cute guide voice. You can forget about that very quickly. Well, we're here. Your first examiner is in that inn up ahead. An adorable Griffian with cat ears grabs your hand and points excitedly at 100% of fur. This is a furry game. No! I have been bamboozled into playing a furry game. It's not a guide, it's a cute guide. You're right, sorry, it's not a guide. It's a cute guide. It's a cute furry guide if we're being specific. So, why aren't we going over? Relax, will ya? The examiner may be an astral envoy, but she's also a normal person like us. She's just, well, saying normal person when you're a sorry, I'll stop now. Like us. She's just, like, super duper powerful, that's all. Look, I'm not going to criticize the writing in this game, but I don't... Well, she is a cute guide. Okay, I'll allow the super duper in the phrase. You know what? It's a cute guide. She gets to say super duper. She's got an interesting personality, but she's a good person at heart. She won't do anything weird, probably. Okay. Okay, in we go. She grabs your hand and pulls you towards the inn. Okay. That doesn't count as a furry, and it's very cute and adorable. I love the little cat dude. With a Robin Hood hat. Okay. As soon as you walk in, you see a bewitching griffin with sheep horns sitting in the corner. Surrounding her is a group of people kneeling before her. She glances over and languidly raises her hand. You know the meme, neuron activation? We got it. We got neural activation. You kneel. I've knelt. I would kneel too, yes. Rebel, commanding someone to kneel on your first meeting is a bit much, don't you think? Rebel, fine then, you kneel instead. If I do, will you give me some fish? Greedy cat person, okay. Just kneel and you'll find... I thought this was a furry game. Apparently it's a furry and gooner game. It's all of them at once. What else is it going to be? The rest of... I'm still... At the moment also, it's only a dating simulator. I would like to get to the gameplay, please. And stop having to read. Exactly, Ninja. That's my face right now. The rest of you may leave. Time to play with this little kitty cat. She meanders lazily up to you and raises your chin with a magical staff. With her what? Hold up, this is no, what's the place that is known for having... Taiwan, is it? No. Thailand. This is Thailand, guys. You know, you know. You're a cute one, aren't you? My trial is somewhat frightening. Do you really think you will make it through? She lowers her wand. Wasn't it a staff? You're changing the narrative. It's a staff. Now it's a wand. What is it? These are all, I feel, euphemisms for something. She lowers... First it's a staff, now it's a wand. It's clearly neither of those. She lowers her wand and begins to fade away. Rebel, wait. You're not going to explain the trial? Oh, bother. Do I have to do everything here? You can take care of that. No! After Rebel disappears into the shadows, a few sheets of paper flutter down and land on the ground. Great, more reading. What I want to do is play, not read, but sure. I don't want to do more work. Rebel, you stinky little hornbutt. Hornbutt? That's a new one, okay. The guide takes a look at you and clears her throat before picking up the papers. Cutely. She picks up the papers cutely. Remember, she's the cute guide. Everything she does is cute. It's the game's rules, not mine. Please allow me to explain. If you wish to enter the original temples and receive the baptisms of the four gods, you must first complete a few trials. Okay. A different astral envoy will serve as the examiner at each of the temples. That makes sense. That was Miss Rebel, the astral devil, an examiner for the goddess of coins. I already like the goddess of coins. Tons. Not just because we love loot in video games, but also her astral devil is very fun, yes. Here, a little something you can... sorry, I can't read today. A little something to help you out. Okay. Do I have to... Yeah, I have to select a reward. What do I want? Upon suffering a sword attack, inflicts damage on the attacker equal to twice the number of attacks. Okay. Night gloves. After using this skill, whatever it is, for the first time, temporarily strengthen each turn, or at the start of the battle, defense performance +1. I prefer damage. Select another reward. Deals 8 damage to all enemies 2 times, deals 6 damage 2 times, and draw 1 card. Temporary strength +3, draw 2 cards. I like this one, which gives me damage 2 times instead of 8 damage 2 times, but I get to draw a card. That feels good. Another reward. Okay. All I've been doing so far is dating simulator and getting rewards. Inflicts fragile and frail for 2 turns, temporary card, draw enhancements plus draw 1 card. Deals 32 damage and inflicts frail for 2 turns. I feel like that's good because it deals a ton of damage and it inflicts frail. If you have any questions, any at all, you can find me at the inn. Okay, the guide shoves the papers into your hand and pushes you towards the door. Cutely. So just pick whichever trial you're interested in and complete it. Make it quick, okay? May the stars be with you. Bye-bye. Yes, time for fish. Okay. Select a path. I can't really... Oh, okay. Trial for the greedy, a tempting trial. Was this trial difficult? Hardly. Let me show you what truly delightful trial looks like. Examiner a sweet lady. Examiner power incarnate. Oh, we have to be examined by power incarnate, please. Select skill or coins. I like coins. Let's go. Coins are awesome. Gameplay tutorial. Okay, this is a card game. I see. Each hand of cards represents a skill. We're gonna last half an hour probably with this game because I do not do card games very well. As in, it's not that I'm not good at playing them, it's that I don't... I prefer playing card games in real, like, with cards. Each hand of cards represents a skill. Select cards to form a hand. The effect of the skill will be displayed above the hand. Huh? Each hand of cards represents a skill. Select cards to form a hand. The effect of the skill will be displayed above the hand. Okay. Once you form a hand, drag it up until it glows, then release to activate the skill. That one was easy to understand. Good. Select the skill, quick pick. At the bottom of the screen, select skill quick pick. So this. At the bottom of the screen to quickly switch between the available hands. Okay. You can play cards every turn until your hand is empty. You can also keep your hand and play on your next turn. Represents the number of cards in your hand and the limit. So here would be a limit of 10, and I would have 8 cards in my hand out of 10. Okay. This represents the number of cards drawn. In this case, 6. When the number of cards in your hand is red, you will exceed your hand limit when you draw your next turn. End turn, select end turn to end the turn. Okay, that one was easy. I know what an end turn button does. Can I just say the music is extremely intense for no reason at all. At all. Alright, so I can do single. Oh, and then I have to drag it here. Oh, there we go. So can I just keep on doing this? Okay, and then the turn. It attacked me, and now all I have to do is... Ooh, 2 pairs. Let's do that. Boom. Ah, knocked it out. Quest clear. Claim reward. Randomly attack enemies 4 times, dealing 2 damage each time. Armor 21, HP -4. So I lose life. I don't like that. Charge +4, draw 1 card. Let's do that. Okay. Probably gonna reach this and say we'll give it a go. You discover the Epis idol, goddess of swords. Ooh. Offer 7 soulstone fragments. Select the common Epis accessory. What do you choose? I select an attack skill. What? You offer a prayer to the god. Okay. Get attack skill ×2 sourness fragment. Okay. I don't know what that just happened, but sure. Yes. Epis answers your prayer. Awesome. I guess that's what I wanted. Sure. Tap prepare to see info about the equipped skills, items, and hands. Go to equipment on the skill page to change the skills for each hand. Go to the item page to organize items. The upper area is for equipping items and the bottom is for backup. Okay. Where is this prepare? Preparation. Here we are. Okay, so these are like my skills. Can I upgrade it? I guess not. Okay. And equipment. Do I have any equipment? Items. Maybe there. Accessories. Deck info. Hands info. Okay. I think I understood. Let's go fight this. Battle tutorial. The enemy action plan for the next turn is displayed above it. Sword demands the... Okay, I get that. The shield means they will use a defensive skill, and up means they will use an enhancement skill. Down means they will use a skill to weaken the player. Okay. Shield. Armor points are located next to the HP bar and can be used to block enemy attacks. Armor points drop to 0 at the beginning of the next turn. Okay. The hand preview is to the left of the deck and it shows the next hand. Select the deck to view the current hand in the deck and hands used. Okay. Select the sorting method to switch between suit or valuable arrangements. Press the item slot at the bottom left of the screen to use the item during your turn. Okay. Select an enemy target selected enemy targets may have selection marks. Tap other enemies to switch between targets. Okay. Boom. Get whacked. If I do single attacks now... And now I end the turn. It attacks. It basically did nothing. I can do a lot of singles. Okay, so if I just... There we go. Claim my reward. Rend strike level 1. Deals 2 damage and inflicts fragile for 2 turns. Sure. Okay. Now I attack the next thing. Well, hello there. Mwahaha. What an excellent spell you've taught me, Daenerys. You see a rebel standing atop a mound of sand coins, whipping a monster. Okay. Sand coins keep spurting out the monster's wounds. Sigh, that broke rather quickly. Rebel looks at you and lazily twirls her hair. I wonder if you'll last longer, little kitty. Did you just call me little kitty? Darn it, man. I recently learned a spell that you can turn an enemy's blood into sand coins. Rebel waves her wand and a monster emerges from the shadows. Come, this cutie pie is your opponent. Of course, it has received the same blessing. All the sand coins that spill out shall be yours, so do as you please. But if you get too greedy, you might find yourself in trouble. Rebel taps the monster's shoulder, and it charges straight at you. Oh my word, it has tons of health. Okay, let me start with this one. Boom. And how about this? Pow. Okay. It's going to attack me now, which was obvious. Okay, because it was said so above. Now I can use this to defend myself. And then I can just throw singles at it. Okay. Okie dokie. It's going to attack. Oh, no, it's going to enhance itself. So I'm going to do a mini flush. Boom. And then we're going to do singles. There we go. End the turn. This should be easy. I've played Berserk. Come on. Mini flash. Boom. Okay, it attacked. It is weak. It is pathetic. And there we go. It is dead. Thank you for the rewards. Temporary strength +3, draw 2 cards. Sure. Ooh, you survived. What a shame. Rebel instantly appears behind you and pulls on your hair. Well, that's rude. I'll leave the pair play for next... Guys, I did not write this, I promise. Rebel laughs as she weaves her wand and disappears. I see. Claim the reward. Keep cards in your hand to have more options next turn. Okay. In room. Rest. HP plus 40%, so 36. Meditation, leave. Okay, well, let me rest. Meditation, what does this do? Oh, I can upgrade. I have 7 of these, so I can upgrade the chop single, for example. Use 5 to upgrade. There we go. That's good. Because there's basic, like maybe like my basic attack, so that's a very good thing to have upgraded. What time is it? Oh, we've still got 20 more minutes before it's 23, so you know what? Let's continue. After leaving the room, you see the guide bent over with her hands against the wall. Yes. Drank way too much last night. My head hurts and I want to puke. I see. Drink some water, someone says it, and as they hand her a cup. Thanks. Now I'm stumbling over my words. Okay. May the stars with ya. The guide drinks all the liquid. Sorry. The cute guide drinks all the liquid, cutely, in a single gulp. Only then does she realize that it was Rebel who had given her the water. What? I didn't get anything. I'm still paying the price. Oh, I'm dead. I tell you, dead. Relax, it's just a cup of water. I won't steal your soul. But you'd better get to the latrine. Curse you, despicable devil. Why, thank you for the compliment. The guide rushes off, clutching her stomach. What the heck did she put in that water? Good morning, little kitty. Okay, I'm gonna guess this is me, this cat here, happily drinking. Like, she keeps on calling me kitty. I feel like it's either flirt, she's flirting with me, or I'm actually a little cat and that right there, that thing is me. But at the same time, I thought my hero was the red-headed girl, which is like, what? Looks like today is gonna be quite fun. She hands over today's trial, then she smiles as she waves her wand and disappears. Just as you're about to leave, someone grabs hold of you. Hey, here's a little something to help you out. Ancient page. After resting, Goran's ancient guardian stone. Okay. And herbs. I love being given plants. Wisdom potion. Max HP. Minus 40% doubles the number of souls and fragments owned. Okay. Wait. If I use that when I had a ton, if I have a ton of souls fragments, then I have double the ton of soul fragments. Okay. The second trial is going to be a lot harder. If you get stuck, remember to head to the shop and buy some goods. You wave goodbye to the teary-eyed guide and take your leave. Okay, goodbye. If I go to my accommodation, okay, I go to the room. I can go dialogue, shop opening, path planning, leave. Okay, I can leave here. Shop, go to mission. There's a shop. I see. I can get sausages. This game is better than I thought. It has sausages in it. Okay. Oops, I click on hitting escape for some reason with my thumb. Alright, let's do a mission. You will not be able to return to the town after entering the world map. Leave anyway? Yeah, sure. Where am I going now? I'm going to do the Trial of Growth. Okay. So I can go bing bong bing bong bing bong bong, I guess. Sure. Oh my word, there's tons of enemies. Okay. Deals 14 damage. Let me do 14 damage against that guy. Oh, and I did 14 damage to another dude. Okay. So if I do single damage against him, boom, that got rid of him. That's good. That's one less. And let's just do single damage against him. And then in our turn, he's going to debuff me. Doesn't matter. We've gotten rid of one of the enemies. We are going to do this against... No, you know what? I'm going to target this dude. And then I'm going to target him. There we go. End the turn. Ow. Hey, he's gone. Oh, okay. I can just literally... There we go. Done. That was easy. Let me claim my rewards. Triple slash level 2. Yes, please. Okay, who's got the most health? You do. Well then, you're about to get this. Wait a second. What does this do? Charge plus 4 draws 1 card. And uses those. Deals 2 damage and inflicts fragile for 2 turns. Nah, I prefer this. Let's do that. The heck? Why did it do nothing? Well, that was amazing. It did absolutely nothing. Okay. Let me do shield, because I need shield. And let me do a mini flush against that stupid spider. Stupid spider. Again, shield, and I think I'm gonna do the same thing. Oh, one of them is dead. Okay, well, I've done something. It dodged. Okay, that's why it's not doing that much damage. They're dodging me. Stop dodging! Rude. I'm gonna end my turn there. You know what? Yeah. Be gone! Alright, and you are going to get this too. Okay, they dodged. Amazing. Well, at least there's only one enemy left. Should be easy. Oh, come on. Stop dodging me. It's rude. Okay, it attacks. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We got it. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Let me claim my rewards. Moonbreak Slash deals 10 damage, temporary strength, armor plus 12, temporary card draw. That looks cool. And Bloodthirsty Dart, Vix, Gash plus 6. Okay. You discover Baton's idol, god of scepters. Pray or offer 75 sand coins. Select a combatant's accessory. I'm gonna pray. Select enhancement skill. Get enhancement skill times 2. Sand coins minus 25. You know what? Let's get an enhancement skill for 25 points. Okay. Cool. Baton answers your prayers. Very cool. What's this? Rest and gain HP. I can meditate. And can I upgrade? Yes, I can. There we go. Chop is now level 3. It's level 3. And we can go face the final. Oh, she's here again. Which one of you cutie pies is going to survive? Rebel is resting on a tree. She casually throws a blob of ooze into the lake, causing the fish to flounder about momentarily. She looks at you and smiles seductively. Yes. Hey kitty, are you better off at offense or defense? I would say offense. You're good at attacking, which means your defense is lacking. Rebel lifts her hand and the clump of ooze leaps out from the lake, wrapping itself around her hand. It's a slop of living slime. I see. This cutie pie used to live in a volcano and was terribly afraid of water, but under my guidance it overcame its weakness and has become one of my favorite little pets. Rebel lightly taps the slime with her wand and flings it to the ground. Only by overcoming your weakness can we grow. I've made it an expert attacker. Do your best to defend and figure out how to overcome your own weakness. Ah. Okay, well this is hilarious. Okay, well, he's funny. Ow. Let me do a mini flush and keep those cards. Nice. Let's inflict fragile on him. Let me do this and now hit him. Okay. Each time he hurts me, is it me or is he hurting himself? Okay, now he has suddenly 15. Stupid, that's stupid, that's stupid. But if I just do single attacks like that, that should do it, right? Ow! Okay, I got defeated. I see. I wasn't paying attention to my health. Wait, I died? That's it? I have to... What? If I was playing this seriously, that would have frustrated me so much, but the good thing is we were just trying out the game. And you know what I think of the game? I'm never touching it again. Amazing game, but I'm not huge into card games, and the fact that I literally die and have to restart all over again, like it's permanently on hard mode? What do you mean? That, and may I repeat, that's story mode. That's story mode. Story mode is you die, you're dead. Okay. I understand. I see. Look, I'll say the same thing as I said about the previous game. Obviously I'm going to be a bit harsh on this one because, as I said, I'm not huge on digital card games. I love card games in, like, real life. Like, I like playing Uno with my friends. I've also played Binding of Isaac. There's a card game of that, and I like it. I've also liked Magic the Gathering. And just normal, like, games like, I don't know, so I've actually played solitaire with normal cards in real life whenever I'm bored and alone, and don't have a computer or something. So I like card games, just not on a computer, I'll be honest. But artistically speaking, the game, I found the, like, art style of the game very nice. It is very appealing, very beautiful. It lacks in a lot of other aspects, though. I feel like if we were to compare it to the previous game had narration and voices, which always enhances a game. I know not every game can have, like, great voice acting, but I don't know. I felt like it had nothing. It didn't even have, like, a bit of personality for the characters. Like, sometimes you'll play a game and no, they don't record voice for the characters, but they will have, like, some sort of noise. I feel like, I'm trying to think of a game. Undertale? I think it's Undertale, that when the characters speak, they don't have a voice actor, but they do have a, you know, a little sound that accompanies the text appearing on screen. And I felt like that could have maybe added a bit to the game. It's extremely simple. I'm gonna honestly give it a 6. That's me being generous and not liking card games that much, but as a card game, I'll give it a 6. Not having gotten that far, I'm sure if I had advanced much further into the game and not pathetically died where I did, I could have probably unlocked much more, and it would have been much more amazing and fun and awesome. But from what I've seen, it's a 6, if you're being generous. So yeah, pretty interesting games we played today. That's going to be it for the free games part of the stream. To anybody who's watching this later when I upload it on YouTube, thank you for watching. We stream, as I think I will have probably said at the beginning of the video, every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. So you're welcome to join us. I'm now going to go play some Battlefront. See if I can get some Starfighter achievements. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and bye-bye.